Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. I look forward to Alexa Live every year. It gives us the chance to talk with you, the developers and device makers who are helping make customers' lives easier and more enjoyable with the power of ambient intelligence. When you compare ambient intelligence to other technology paradigms, there are several things that are different. First, a lot of tech companies today want to take you out of the physical world. We're building devices and services designed to help you spend more time looking up at the world and the people in it, not down at your hands or your phone. It's technology that's there when you need it, but importantly, disappears in the background when you don't. Secondly, it's intuitive. You shouldn't have to learn it. There's no manual. It's beautifully easy to use. It works just as well for my 80-year-old dad as it does for a teenager, and it isn't hidden behind some lock screen. And thirdly, it's both proactive and personal. It acts on your behalf without you having to say or do anything in that moment. And while we absolutely believe in the power of a voice interface, we also believe in a future ambient home that lets you speak to Alexa less. And we've already started putting the building blocks in place. Today, over 30% of smart home actions are initiated by Alexa without customers having to say or do anything. That's thanks to features like routines, which developers are using to drive a 4x increase in customer engagement. And also hunches, which we've made available to device makers, including iRobot. Now you no longer have to ask your Roomba to start vacuuming. Roomba uses Alexa hunches to analyze usage patterns at your home and begins cleaning when it's convenient for you. These experiences are no longer the stuff of science fiction. It's reality. For the past 5 to 10 years, we've begun the golden age of AI. We've entered this age thanks to how rapidly the fundamental building blocks of artificial intelligence and machine learning have evolved. But our approach to AI and machine learning is different than others. We're not developing technology for technology's sake. We're inventing to meaningfully improve the experience for our customers today. You're going to hear a lot about these AI advancements here at Alexa Live. Let me give you a couple examples. From the beginning, we designed our devices and services to use a combination of edge and cloud processing. This gives us the best of both worlds, the unlimited computing power and security of the cloud, and the performance and privacy benefits of having some processes run on device. We custom designed an AZ1 neural edge processor, which performs trillions of operations a second, and it can accelerate speech recognition processing and also reduce the latency on select Echo devices. And last fall, we built on that with the new product Echo Show 15. It has the AZ2 processor, which has a quad-core, scalable architecture capable of 22 times more than the previous generation. And it can process computer vision and speech recognition workloads in parallel on the same device. We also had to develop scientific innovations on the software and machine learning side. To enable on-device speech processing, our teams developed from the ground up an end-to-end recurrent neural network transducer, sometimes called an RNN-T. That's a model that directly maps input speech signals to an output sequence of words. To do this, we had to develop new techniques, both for inference and for training, to deliver cloud-level accuracy along with improved latency while achieving a 100 times reduction in model size that's necessary because we had to fit in the constrained environment of the devices. Then there's Alexa Conversations, a deep learning approach to dialogue management that allows developers to build conversational skills on Alexa with far fewer lines of code. Alexa Conversations eliminates the need for developers like you to create and maintain complex dialogue management rules. This year, millions of customers have engaged with Alexa Conversations across hundreds of different experiences. Customers can purchase gifts for their loved ones, they can decide what new book to read, or find the latest news. And there are thousands of developers already building with Alexa Conversations, and I can tell you, we're just getting started. We also built an Alexa teacher model, a pre-trained multilingual model with billions of parameters that learns from language as well as salient patterns of interaction with Alexa. The Alexa teacher model eliminates the need to build new task-specific models for natural language understanding from scratch. Instead, it self-learns new tasks with very few examples. The multilingual nature of Alexa Teacher allows our scientists to train Alexa to support new experiences faster in all of Alexa's supported languages. This provides substantial gains in performance from the same amount of task-specific training data. With innovations like this, we allow Alexa to learn with very little human effort and share that learning across tasks and languages at an ever-increasing pace. And finally, you'll hear about what we're doing to help make the smart home more simple and convenient for our customers. There are very few universal truths in the world, but one that I'm sure of is that your home is not going to be homogeneous. Every home includes devices from many different companies and brands. As an example, the company who makes your microwave won't be the same company that makes your car. It's our job to make these devices and services work together seamlessly on behalf of our shared customers. That's why from the very beginning we've architected Alexa to have its brains in the cloud. It's why we've opened up our APIs to developers and why we support multiple smart home standards and protocols, most recently with our support of the Matter standard. Our vision for ambient intelligence isn't something one company can achieve on its own, and we don't want to. On the contrary, this ambient world can only result from continued collaboration between us and each one of you. There are now more than 1 million registered developers, brands, and device makers building with Alexa. For all of you, ambient intelligence offers new opportunities to engage with your customers, and doing so, it drives growth, engagement, and revenue. In fact, customers have engaged with Alexa skills tens of billions of times over the past year and have connected more than 300 million smart home devices to Alexa. We know you have a choice for who you develop with, and we're so thankful you continue to choose Amazon and Alexa. I can't wait to see what you build, and more importantly, how we can work together to create experiences that enrich and simplify the lives of our common customers. Once again, welcome to Alexa Live.
So I just saw this thing on TikTok, and you asked, Alexa, activate Accelerator. And she guesses the character that you're thinking of.
So I'm gonna test it out. I need to think of a character.
I'm gonna pick Ross from Friends, and let's see if she guesses it, okay?
It's my Hercules mug, so I'm gonna think of Hercules, because Hercules mug, okay?
I'm going to play the game Guess That Character with Alexa. Alexa, play Akinator.
Here's Akinator. Welcome back.
Okay.
I can read your mind.
Sure.
Think of a character. I will try to guess it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Is your character's gender female?
No.
Is your character from a Japanese anime?
No.
Is your character a YouTuber?
No.
Does your character have human skin?
Yes.
Few. Is your character a father?
Yes.
Is your character associated with the ocean?
Yes.
Does you ride on a flying carpet?
No.
Has your character played in a TV show that takes place in New York?
Yes.
I guess that you are thinking of Ursula. Am I right?
Yes.
I guess that you are thinking of Hercules. Am I right?
Yes.
Guess that you are thinking of Ross Geller. Am I right?
Yes. What the
That was so
Thanks for
fast.
playing.
No.
I want to see what I can guess that she can't get it. I want to out-trick her now.
Watching people engage with Accelerator has been fun. I'm Aaron Rubinson, Vice President, Alexa Voice Services. It has also been gratifying to see Eloquence, Accelerator's developer, use some of Alexa's new capabilities to connect with Alexa's global user base.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Arnaud Maigret, je suis le président de Eloquence. Nous sommes les développeurs de l'application Akinator. C'est une application qui existe depuis 16 ans et qui a eu beaucoup de succès sur le web et également avec sa version en application mobile. Il y a quelques années, nous avons développé une adaptation de notre application pour Alexa et c'était une belle réussite. L'adaptation d'Akinator sur Alexa est un petit peu différente. Les interactions avec le système se font par la voix, contrairement aux applications. Et on s'est aperçu que les gens trouvaient ça très fun et ont pris beaucoup de plaisir. On l'a vu sur les réseaux sociaux. Les gens échangent beaucoup de vidéos autour de la skill d'Akinator. Et une dernière chose, on voit qu'Amazon investit beaucoup dans l'intelligence artificielle. Et en fait, ça nous aide beaucoup à lancer Akinator dans des nouvelles langues.
I'm really excited for the event today. I believe this is our best Alexa Live yet. We have a lot of exciting features and announcements that we're eager to share with you. As Dave alluded to, today you'll get a look at the science powering deep conversational experiences for Alexa. This science is helping Alexa enter what we think of as the age of self. You'll hear from developers from Red Bull, Disney, and more who are building devices and experiences that reimagine how customers interact with their brands at home, at work, and on the go. And finally, you'll connect with experts from Amazon who will showcase new features that will help you build the next generation of ambient computing experiences with Alexa. The success of your business is critical to our entire team at Alexa. We recognize that you have a choice in how you invest your precious resources. We know you want to delight your customers and drive business growth. Personally, I've been at Amazon for 19 years and have spent my career here helping drive growth for our partners across a number of businesses. I worked with third-party sellers to grow their businesses in Amazon's electronics and music categories and developers in our App Store. And now, my teams work with skill builders, device makers, property owners, and content providers like all of you to drive business growth using Alexa. Partners often ask me what they can do to grow even faster with Alexa. And while there is no one-size-fits-all answer here, one common factor for success is to focus on areas where Alexa is displaying good momentum. Today, I want to talk a bit about this momentum and specifically share 3 tips to take advantage of Alexa's growth around the world. So here's my first tip. When you build with Alexa, you should build for a global audience. As you might know, there are now hundreds of millions of Alexa-enabled devices out there with customers around the world. We have more than doubled the number of active customers over the past 3 years. Engagement with third-party Alexa-enabled devices has doubled over the last 2 years. Turning to countries, I've spoken in the past about how users in Asia, Europe, and the Middle East have all responded enthusiastically to Alexa. We're also seeing positive reception to Alexa in the Americas. The total number of customers active in Brazil and Mexico has more than doubled year over year. And the total number of third-party devices in Brazil and Mexico also more than doubled in that time frame. I'm proud of Alexa's momentum across so many countries, and we've worked hard to make building for a global audience easy for you. You'll see one example in the next section of this keynote. Specifically, you'll learn how you can leverage our advances in conversational AI to create experiences in 17 language variants across more than 80 countries. My second tip is to become a part of customers' daily routines. Successful skills become a part of customers' daily habits and make their way into routines. Routines are shortcuts for Alexa. They save time by grouping together a series of actions so you don't have to ask for each one individually. For example, at a certain time, Alexa can automatically dim your lights, lock your doors, and play soothing sleep sounds. Our customers love the convenience of routines. In the last 2 years, the number of monthly routines customers has quadrupled. Customers using routines also tend to be more engaged. They have 4 times the engagement and 40% higher retention than non-routines customers. In fact, the monthly engagement of customers using a skill in a routine is 7 times higher, and 6-month retention is 8 times higher than that of customers who don't use that skill in a routine. Today, you'll learn about a number of specific steps you can take to make your skill a part of customers' daily habits. For example, we'll talk about the Alexa Routines Kit that engages customers when they're using your skill and encourages them to make the skill a part of their daily routine. My final tip is to build multimodal experiences, meaning experiences that take advantage of the rapidly growing footprint of devices with screens. When Alexa first launched, customers interacted with the service primarily through voice. However, over the years, the number of ways that customers can interact with Alexa has grown dramatically. Customers now engage with Alexa across a broad range of devices in their homes, in their cars, on mobile devices, and through a host of other form factors. Many of these devices have screens, which enable rich interactions through visuals and touch in addition to voice. Multimodal experiences are resonating with customers. Among our Echo family of devices, Echo Show is our fastest growing product category, with nearly 150% growth in active endpoints over the last 2 years. For multimodal devices made by our partners, devices like TVs, PCs, smart displays, and tablets, Alexa's active customer base has grown by almost 3x since 2020. The number of partner devices with screens has grown by nearly 7x since 2019. Today, we'll be talking about several ways for skill builders and device makers to create multimodal experiences easily, including Alexa for Apps and a significant update to the Alexa Voice Service SDK. I hope these trends are helpful as you think about ways you can continue to improve your products and grow your business with Alexa. And I'm excited to see how all of you take advantage of the new capabilities that we will discuss today. No matter what you decide to build on Alexa, the experiences you create are powered by the state-of-the-art scientific innovation that enables Alexa to interact with customers in a natural, intuitive, and helpful way. Now, let's move on to the next session, where we talk about how Alexa is entering the age of self.
I am delighted to be here today. My name is Prem Natarajan, and I'm a vice president in the Alexa AI organization. I grew up in a multilingual family and community in India. While growing up, I learned to communicate in a number of languages: Tamil, Marathi, Hindi, and English. The similarities and differences between those languages triggered my curiosity early on. That curiosity led to a deepened interest in languages, which over time grew into a passion that has shaped my professional life today. Over the past 3 decades, I have built technologies and systems that understand and interpret human communication in its different forms: spoken, written, and visual. And today, my team harnesses the power of deep learning-based AI methodologies, such as transformers, to help Alexa learn how to interpret and respond to information in multiple languages, multiple modalities, and even to simultaneously perform multiple tasks. Now, you just heard Dave describe our vision for a world in which ambient intelligence delivers everyday conveniences for each of us. Alexa's AI is central to that vision. And that is what I am excited to talk with you all about. Since the launch of Amazon Echo in 2014, we've made substantial advances in the science of AI. Advances that enable Alexa developers, such as you, to deliver ever more satisfying, natural, and more proactive experiences to our customers. Advances that move us towards realizing this vision of ambient intelligence. For example, in the fall of 2021, we launched the Conversation Mode capability on Echo Show 10 devices. Conversation Mode enables wake-word-free interactions to make conversations with Alexa even more natural than they are now. It eliminates the need to say the wake word on every turn. And it does this while respecting customer privacy, using on-device visual and audio processing to detect when customers are speaking to Alexa. Let's take a quick look at an experience that leverages Conversation Mode.
Alexa, what's the oldest living tree?
The oldest known living tree in the world is a Great Basin bristlecone pine located in the White Mountains in California. It's 4,853 years old. And here's more to explore.
What are some other facts about it?
One of the reasons Great Basin bristlecones live so long is because their pine needles can survive for up to 30 years. That lets them conserve energy and grow slowly.
Where do they grow?
They typically grow in harsh alpine areas above 10,000 feet in the western United States. This includes places like Great Basin National Park and the White Mountains.
Tell me more about the White Mountains.
The White Mountains of California and Nevada are a triangular fault block mountain range facing the Sierra Nevada across the upper Owens Valley. They lie within the eastern section of the Inyo
Are there any
National-
good hikes?
My recommendation is the White Mountain Peak Trail. It's a great day hike. And here are some other nearby hikes, and a guidebook about the area.
Advances such as conversation mode are examples of a broader trend in AI, a trend that is ushering in what I like to call the age of self in artificial intelligence, an age in which AI becomes more generalizable and more autonomous. In this emerging age of self, AI agents like Alexa will become more self-aware and more capable of self-learning. They will also increasingly lend themselves to self-service by experienced and novice developers, and even by end customers. Let's get to the first facet of the age of self, self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to maintain an awareness of ambient state. Factors such as time of day, thermostat readings, and even recent actions that were requested by the user. By self-awareness, I also refer to Alexa's capability to take actions based on common sense reasoning. We see this today in Alexa Hunches, where Alexa can do things like notice that the front door is left unlocked at bedtime and proactively offer to lock the door. Now here's another example of common sense reasoning. Just like for humans, it can be hard for Alexa to distinguish the words on and off in a noisy situation. In these cases, Alexa will consider the existing device state, whether it's on or off, to infer the more likely interpretation of the customer's request. Similarly, in a house with multiple connected smart lights, when you say, Alexa, dim the lights, Alexa will automatically detect which lights are dimmable and then take the appropriate action. Alexa uses common sense reasoning to determine latent goals in a customer's request. We've launched capabilities like multi-skill experiences, where we use reasoning to infer the customer's latent goal. We accomplish this by means of a deep learning-based trigger model, which considers several factors such as what the customer just said, what their preferences might be, and whether the customer is engaged with Alexa's proactive suggestions in the past. Deep learning-based discovery models then analyze multiple features of customer utterances. Over time, these discovery models get better at making predictions through online and active learning techniques. Finally, we use modern machine learning techniques like bandit learning to efficiently explore the space of models, determine which models are working well, and to suppress underperforming models. Now let's move on to the second facet of the age of self, self-learning. Self-learning is Alexa's ability to improve and expand its capabilities without human intervention. Last year, we launched the Auto Defect Reduction Service, a self-learning system which uses implicit signals, such as a user interrupt followed by a rephrased request, to deduce the correct response to a user query. For example, in the skill dungeon adventure, the utterance attack high was recognized as attack a pie. Funny, but not a great customer experience. Now, with Auto Defect Reduction Service, Alexa automatically learns to correct the misrecognition to attack high. There's another way in which Alexa learns autonomously, directly from customers themselves. And I find this super exciting. We call this capability Teachable AI. Teachable AI enables Alexa customers to teach it new preferences and concepts. For instance, if a customer says, Alexa, set the office desk light to evening mode, then instead of returning an error message, Alexa now responds with, I don't know what evening mode is. Can you teach me? Through a clarification dialog, Alexa then learns the definition of evening mode. And when the customer later makes the same or a similar request, Alexa responds with a learned action. Teachable AI uses transformer-based models to detect unknown concepts in a customer query, and to then extract the definition of those concepts from the clarification dialogues. Industry-first innovations such as Teachable AI are continually advancing the state-of-the-art in conversational AI. And when you, the developer community, build with Alexa, the benefits of these advances become available to you. For example, since its launch, the Auto Defect Reduction Service has helped Skills avoid millions of defective responses with no additional developer effort. And now, the third facet of the age of self, and one that's especially relevant to all of you. Self-service refers to the democratization of AI. Our goal is to enable developers without any machine learning experience to build complex, robust, and yet satisfying conversational skills. And customers should be able to easily access and customize Alexa's services. Even create new Alexa capabilities without writing any software. One example of self-service in action is a feature we rolled out a few years ago to help with skill discovery. Name-free skills interactions enabled customers to perform common actions such as ordering a car by just saying, "Alexa, get me a car," without having to specify the name of a ride-sharing provider. Routines are another example of self-service. They enable customers to bundle together many different actions under a single command. You will hear more about routines throughout the keynote today. There are a number of other ways in which we're enabling self-service for developers. Let's start with Alexa Conversations, a deep learning-based approach to dialogue management that enables internal and external developers to build conversational skills on Alexa with substantially fewer lines of code. Just this year, customers around the world have engaged with Alexa Conversations through hundreds of experiences created by skill builders and device makers. And to my delight, Alexa Conversations keeps getting better every day. Most importantly, it eliminates the need to create and maintain complex dialogue management rules. Believe me, these are super hard to maintain and often result in brutal customer experiences. Alexa Conversations also automatically generalizes a small number of sample dialogues provided by a developer into tens of thousands of annotated dialogues. The result is that your skills can respond to a wide variety of customer requests with minimal effort on your part. You may recall that Aaron spoke about Alexa's momentum around the world and how a primary driver of Alexa's rapid adoption has been its ability to adapt to local languages, customs, and cultural nuances. We take great pride in Alexa's localization. There are now well over 100,000 Alexa skills in 17 language variants across more than 80 countries. So how do we enable Alexa to accurately respond to such an incredible diversity of requests? By now, I'm sure you know the answer has something to do with deep learning. We've developed an Alexa teacher model, a large pre-trained multilingual transformer-based model with billions of parameters that encodes language and interaction patterns. With the Alexa teacher model, we don't have to build new task-specific natural language models from scratch. Instead, we use fine-tuning to generate a high-performing task-specific model with a limited amount of task-specific training data. The Alexa teacher model enables us to share learning across different languages to quickly bring up Alexa skills in a new language. Now, as we near the end of my presentation, I'd like to give you a peek at a new and particularly exciting area of innovation in our team, creative AI. With creative AI, we will be using the generative powers of deep learning to help customers collaborate with Alexa and create interactive experiences. For example, kids can build their own visual stories, design scenes and characters. And as always, our partners will be able to build new experiences based on these innovations. We are actively collaborating and gathering feedback from developers as we continue to explore these capabilities. Look out for new opportunities to be early development partners and help us shape the future of conversational AI. Like I said earlier, one of the key priorities for our organization is to make you successful and to make building with Alexa even simpler. Every day, I'm incredibly grateful to be given the opportunity to deliver scientific innovations that help you, the developer, create the next generation of customer experiences. And I, for one, can't wait to see what you all do in the coming year.
My name is Nataki Edwards, and I am the Director of Customer Experience at Alexa. Today, I am honored to be here to announce new features and updates to our programs that will help empower our partners and developers be even more successful with Alexa. First, I'm excited to shed light on progress we've made on the Voice Interoperability Initiative, or VII. Last year, we spoke about VII and how this consortium would promote the ability for customers to simultaneously interact with multiple voice AIs on any smart device. We launched VII in 2019 with 35 companies, and that number has grown to over 90 members as of March of this year. We at Amazon believe that customers win when they have more choice, whether it's the devices they buy, the entertainment content they consume, or the voice services they want to fulfill their requests. To give just one example, in 2022, KT added Alexa to Giga Genie smart speakers in South Korea. Customers in Korea are now able to speak in both Korean and English to the voice service of their choice, Alexa in English and Giga Genie in Korean. Jung-Ki Choi, head of the AI and Big Data organizations for KT, recently told us about parents in South Korea who are interested in making sure their children are fluent in English as well as Korean. He said that customers are increasingly interacting with Alexa to improve their conversational skills and become more proficient in English. Today, I wanted to give you a preview on how multiple voice AIs are allowing brands to connect with customers in innovative ways. Like most of you, music is something that's deeply personal to me. My life is essentially a series of soundtracks. My music playlist is an eclectic collection of different artists: Bob Marley, Dolly Parton, Her, the Notorious B.I.G., and so many more who have had particular meaning and resonance at different moments in my life. This leads to my next exciting update with a partner you likely don't need an introduction to. Sonos recently unveiled the Sonos Voice Control feature. As one of the first members of the Voice Interoperability Initiative, Sonos shares the vision that customers should have choice and flexibility when interacting with voice services. By having the ability to activate both Sonos Voice Control and Alexa on the same Sonos device, customers can decide which service to use based on the most appropriate use case. For instance, Sonos Voice Control can assist with multi-room playback and Sonos system controls from anywhere for a smooth and snappy listening experience, such as, "Hey Sonos, turn the volume down in the living room." And Alexa can be enabled for voice requests such as checking the score of your favorite sports team, setting reminders, and more. Let's hear from the product team at Sonos on their experience developing this feature and why providing their customers with more choice will ultimately benefit them in the long run.
Hi, I'm Sébastien Maury, Senior Director of Voice Experience at Sonos. Sonos Voice Control is a completely new voice assistant for listening on Sonos system, and it connects our listeners to the content they love. Sonos is also a member of a Voice Interoperability initiative because we strongly believe our customers should be able to freely interact with a voice assistant they want. Thus, they can activate Sonos Voice Control and Alexa on the same device and interact with them using the corresponding wake word, "Hey Sonos" or Alexa. They can use Sonos Voice Control for playing music and easily control their Sonos system, and they can use Alexa for all the requests they know and love, like for updating, grocery list, checking weather, setting timer, etc. Sonos Voice Control and Alexa are available now simultaneously on every voice-enabled speaker by Sonos in the US and in France later this year.
When we launched VII, we also published a design guide so that companies interested in developing multi-simultaneous wake word experiences could learn about our recommendations and best practices. We've received a lot of feedback from our partners and beyond on how helpful the guide has been for them, as well as new updates they are hoping we can move forward with in the future. Today, we're sharing an update on universal device commands. Our vision is that customers will eventually be able to do things like ask one voice service to set a timer and then another voice service to turn it off. Amazon will enable cloud-side support for universal device commands within the next year, and we look forward to working with partners on this enhanced experience. I also want to share updates on another way brands are leveraging our Alexa technology to tailor voice services based on their unique customer needs. Last year, we announced Alexa Custom Assistant, or ACA, a comprehensive solution that makes it easy for businesses to create their own custom voice service with unique wake words, personalities, and more. We're really excited about the expanding universe of applications for ACA. Let me give you a really great example. There are so many among us who have had fond memories of a visit to a Disney theme park. Last year, we announced Hey Disney, which is a new voice assistant that will work alongside Alexa at home and across select Disney Resort hotel rooms. Hey Disney will soon be generally available to customers, providing new ways to interact with Disney's expansive universe of characters and content, resulting in magical and delightful experiences. For example, in resorts, you will be able to ask, Hey Disney, for more blankets and towels, when the park opens in the morning, where to get your favorite food, and more, revolutionizing your stay. At home and elsewhere, you'll get access to interactive Disney storytelling experiences and entertainment, as well as fun and delightful content like jokes, fun facts, special surprises featuring Disney characters. There's a multi-agent breakout session featuring Disney later today, and I am sure you're going to get a lot out of it. A key call out that I'd like to leave you with is that customized voice AIs open up exciting and innovative ways for your brand to deepen engagement with customers. Our team at Alexa is eager to work with you on strategy and technical development. Earlier, Aaron spoke about the importance of developing multimodal experiences. I want to focus on 2 new features that can help you develop multimodal experiences faster and easier. As you might know, device makers and systems integrators use Alexa Voice Services, or AVS, to build Alexa into smart speakers, headphones, PCs, TVs, and smart home products. Today, I'm excited to announce the Avs Sdk 3.0. It combines the Alexa Smart Screen SDK and the AVS Device SDK into one, and will provide device makers with the foundational tools to build compelling and engaging voice and multimodal experiences. With AVS Sdk 3.0, our goal is to offer one SDK with configurations and templates. This new SDK will simplify the build and update processes to enable more customer-facing features, which will offer you a pathway to develop multimodal experiences. Customers can enjoy a wide suite of Alexa experiences with this application. For example, they can use voice to play music or control their smart home devices using their Alexa built-in devices from their homes or on the go. Partners will be able to preload this app into their devices with minimum engineering effort and enjoy an expedited path to certification. Finally, I want to end by talking about a product category where device makers are developing compelling multimodal experiences. Customers across the world have responded positively to wearables that include Alexa. We have seen an increase of more than 70% in registered users for wearables with Alexa year over year. We launched the Alexa Watch app for Wear OS to allow customers to access all of their favorite Alexa features, such as asking questions, tracking Amazon orders, controlling their smart home, and even making calls. The Fossil Gen 6 smartwatch is one of the first wearables to integrate the Alexa Watch app for Wear OS. Let's take a look at how Fossil is enabling customers to do so much more with Alexa.
At Fossil Group, our smartwatches offer best-in-class design plus cutting-edge technology. With a variety of brands from Fossil to Skagen, Michael Kors, and more, we're always listening to our consumers to add thoughtful technology that is fun, easy to use, and provides true value. A recent example that brings tremendous delight and usefulness to our consumers is the launch of Fossil smartwatches with Alexa built in. Simply put, Alexa enables you to access a whole world beyond the smartwatch itself, while also helping you get the most out of your watch by giving you an easier way to start music, set alarms, add to your shopping list, quickly access information, and more. We truly value our partnership with Amazon and the shared vision we have for Alexa on our smartwatches, including our e-ink smartwatches and our Google Wear OS watches. Throughout this year, we will showcase how Alexa built-in enhances our customers' everyday lives. We are just beginning this partnership, and on a personal and professional note, I'm excited about the joint journey we are on with Alexa built-in.
I want to thank you all for your partnership, your innovation, and your commitment to shaping the next world of ambient experiences in so many facets of our day-to-day lives.
Hi, I'm Maria Koopmans, Director of Smart Home. I'm excited to be here to share how you can partner with Alexa to create truly differentiated experiences for the homes of millions of customers around the world. Every object that we bring into our homes becomes a personal object. It stops being a chair and it becomes your favorite reading chair. It stops being a box of blocks and it becomes my child's favorite toy. And this is one reason why customers have so much passion and enthusiasm for the devices you create. They and their families live with them and integrate them into the patterns of their lives. Together, we've enabled experiences that are simple, helpful, and increasingly ambient. Millions of households rely on these experiences. And we continue to see incredible momentum in smart home. Customers have now connected over 300 million smart home devices to Alexa. And what's more, since 2020, Works with Alexa device makers have sold over 125 million devices worldwide. But we aren't close to done yet. As Dave mentioned earlier, we are still years away from making our vision of ambient computing a reality. The announcements we make today represent a step in that direction. All of us know that device compatibility remains an issue. For the last couple of years, we've been working in close partnership with the Connectivity Standards Alliance to support Matter. For customers, Matter helps to ensure their smart home devices work seamlessly with each other. Fundamentally at Amazon, we believe that the future of smart home is one that bridges and highlights the value of a non-homogeneous array of devices and services from many different companies. Choice matters for customers, and for device makers, the differentiation that enables that choice matters just as much. As we previously announced, millions of Echo and Eero devices already in customers' homes will be updated to act as Matter admins. We're bringing our frustration-free setup technology and experience customers love to any Matter device. We announced Commissionable Endpoint, a new feature that lets any skill-based device seamlessly connect to a Matter local network. And we've partnered with silicon vendors to ensure that leveraging these features is as simple as possible. Once you select your next chipset, it should be ready to deliver a fantastic and Matter-compatible customer experience. A foundational promise of Matter is that customers, regardless of the voice assistant they use, can set up and use devices quickly and easily. We believe that these features are key to fulfilling that promise. Let's hear from Eve Systems on why they chose to partner with Alexa as they embarked on their Matter journey.
At Eve, we know the importance of keeping up with the pace of technology to build simple-to-use and enjoyable products that our customers love. That's one reason why we have embraced Matter and announced the expansion of our product line to Alexa, making our devices available to even more customers. Partnering with Alexa to build with Matter was an easy decision for us. With Alexa, I have the confidence that my team has the advanced tools they need to take the Eve product experience to the next level. This means using features like frustration-free setup to help us further simplify device setup, a key feature and core value of our brand. Together with Alexa, each product can work with the millions of existing Echo and Hero devices already in customers' homes to create a delightful experiences. And at the same time, we open up a new revenue stream for our company with the increased exposure on Amazon's retail channels, getting our products in front of a new audiences of customers shopping on Amazon.com every day. This combination of enabling further product differentiation and the opportunity to sell to a brand new customer base made Alexa the optimal choice for us.
We just talked about the importance of customer choice. However, device maker choice is just as essential to ensuring smart home continues to thrive. There is no one tool, no one protocol, no one radio that works for every developer or every business. A recognition that many device makers want to focus on the thing they do best, building incredible devices for customers, is what led us to launch Alexa Connectkit a few years ago. From light bulbs to ovens to holiday decorations, developers have embraced this service because it lets them offload the management of cloud services like device control, metrics, logging, and software updates to Amazon. Last year, we announced the Alexa Connectkit SDK, letting device makers support more chipsets and lower cost designs with those same Amazon managed services. Today, we're announcing that Matter support will come to Alexa Connectkit SDK later this year. Critically, this gives device makers the universal compatibility of Matter along with the flexibility and control of a cloud connection to each device. I want to emphasize that compatibility doesn't have to mean customer experience standardization. We work closely with Espressif to develop these tools. Let's hear from them now.
At Espressif, we believe in the democratization of technology. We work closely with our customers to enable wireless connectivity in their products with the combination of our versatile AIoT chips and software solutions that we created to optimize performance and reduce the development time. The Alexa Connectkit SDK enables us to build our own turnkey solutions easy and fast. Our customers love Alexa's features, such as Works with Alexa and frustration-free setup, which allow them to reach consumers shopping on Amazon.com and delight them with effortless setup and intuitive voice control. We are excited to continue our partnership with Amazon to develop for Matter. The Alexa Connectkit SDK for Matter helps us build solutions more efficiently and scale across more products and customers. This takes us one step closer to our vision of making technology more accessible.
As you can see, we're excited about the potential for Matter to simplify smart home for customers, but we don't want to stop there. Dave and Aaron spoke earlier about the notion of Alexa as an enabler of ambient intelligence. That's a statement of vision. However, it's also something we already see in the ways customers use Alexa in their homes. Customers ask Alexa to control a device hundreds of millions of times a week. And today, more than 30% of smart home interactions are initiated by Alexa, without customers saying anything. These are hunches where Alexa spots an anomaly and acts on a customer's behalf. Or they can be routines, both complex and simple, that customers set up to turn the lights on at sunset or fire up the perfect movie night. And increasingly, these are actions taken as the result of the full view of the customer's home. The very best smart devices appreciate all of that context for the benefit of the customer. Our customers want a smart home that seamlessly works together, not half a dozen versions of their home, living in half a dozen apps. Today, we're announcing the Alexa Ambient Home Dev Kit, a new set of services and APIs that seeks to unify the ambient smart home experience for our customers. With this kit, customers won't need to manage device or room groups and names in multiple apps. They won't need to remember and input credentials across different service providers. Critically, every device and service connected to that customer's smart home can share in a holistic view of the home state. We believe that the Ambient Home Dev Kit is a step towards smart homes living up to the term. When I leave my home and arm my security system, I want my robot vacuum to know that I'm gone so it can start cleaning. If I open my Smart Lights app and rename guest room to office, I want that change to cascade to other systems, including Alexa. This is a shift from the device control-centric status quo. And as always, we'll continue to ensure that customer data privacy and security remains a top priority. The Alexa Ambient Home Dev Kit that we are announcing today brings us closer to a more ambient home for the hundreds of millions of devices that customers use, and the devices yet to come, regardless of protocol, manufacturer, or admin. Beyond the products we build together, we also look forward to continuing to partner with you to build your business. Simply put, we help customers find your products. The Works with Alexa badge is trusted by customers and tells them they're getting a quality smart home product. Amazon.com remains our customers' destination for finding great devices. To help drive awareness and preference for your brand, we collaborate on marketing on Amazon.com and beyond. We deliver product bundles and promotions during our busiest selling seasons, and we partner on joint marketing campaigns. Let's hear from our partners at Senglet about their experience selling with Amazon and how that partnership helped them grow into one of the world's leading smart home brands.
We just celebrated Senglet's 10th anniversary in smart lighting, and we are thrilled to be recognized both for our innovation and brand. Amazon has played a key role in establishing our brand as a smart home leader. Many brands like us face similar challenges of customer acquisition. At the point of sale, we need to connect with consumers through relevant use cases and give them confidence that they are buying devices that work with their current smart home systems and from a trusted brand. Amazon's retail channel allows us to reach customers at scale, both beginners and advanced users, and showcase our broad portfolio of products. The Works with Alexa badge on Amazon.com puts consumers' mind at ease and simplified the purchasing journey, and ensuring our products work great with Alexa. Our bundle programs with Echoes help to remove barriers to adoption, along with the effortless setup experience powered by frustration-free setup. Customers get a positive experience right off the bat, and they come back for more. We are thankful for our partnership with Amazon.
None of us can deliver on our customers' expectations for the ambient smart home alone. This is a collective effort. This vision will only be enabled by all of us working together. We are committed to helping you continue to succeed on a number of fronts, by supporting new standards and addressing the huge installed base that exists today, by helping you differentiate your products, and by helping you and your customers leverage the insight and intelligence that it takes to deliver the ambient experience. We can't wait to build with you and create the next great smart home experience for customers around the world.
My name is Mark Yoshitaki, and I have the privilege of leading Alexa's skill developer efforts as we bring our vision of ambient intelligence to life. Our mission is to improve the skill building experience on Alexa with tools to help you create great customer experiences, drive business growth, and get to market quickly. Today, I'll talk about advancements we're making to some of our existing tools and features, as well as momentum we're driving in key areas to help you create better customer experiences. I'll be introducing new features that my team has been working on to help you grow your business, some of which you can implement starting today. We all know that a critical part of driving engagement is minimizing the experience cliffs, especially at the moment you're trying to get customers to sign up or authenticate to connect with your services for the first time. Last year, we announced voice-forward account linking for skills that use login with Amazon as an identity provider. This allows customers to simply use their voice to link accounts, removing the dependency on the Alexa app, and the customer doesn't have to enter their credentials. Developers who have voice-forward account linking improve their account linking conversion by a factor of 3 times. That means a lot more customers who sign up and a lot more customers who can engage with your skills. This year, I'm excited to announce support for services that have custom OAuth implementations, opening voice-forward account linking to a much wider variety of providers and experiences. We've made the account linking process incredibly easy and are confident that this intuitive interface will further reduce customer drop-off and allow skill builders to build customer engagement. When we look at customer engagement, food and beverage are one of the most popular categories on Alexa. Customers are using Alexa to check their order status, find step-by-step recipes, and a lot more. I'm a big foodie, and my family was involved in restaurants growing up in LA. So I'm passionate about the state-of-the-art techniques in conversational AI that we're bringing together. Last year, we announced food skill APIs to make it easier for restaurants to connect with customers and get food to table in new and convenient ways. This year, in collaboration with Panera Bread, we're excited to show some of our early work with advancements in natural language processing and how Panera can continue delivering world-class digital experiences. We're enhancing Alexa conversations to make customer experiences not only natural, but resilient to the variability of human speech patterns. This means Panera gets a turnkey solution using pre-built skill models on top of Alexa conversations. Panera will be the first to use these enhancements to delight their customers with at-home voice ordering.
Alexa, order Panera.
Welcome back. From Panera, last time you ordered a signature take chef's chicken sandwich and 3 more items for delivery. Want to order that again?
Yeah, but instead of that chicken sandwich, I'll have the spicy take sandwich this time with extra aioli and extra pickle chips. And I want butter chips as my side.
Okay, added to your cart, a spicy take chicken sandwich with extra aioli and extra pickle chips, with chips for the side, and 3 more items. Would you like anything else?
No, I think that's it. Wow, am I excited where we are headed with this. At Panera, we are continuing to build world-class digital experience for our guests. Voice technology continues to become seamlessly integrated into guest lives, and we want Panera to be one of the first brands to offer intuitive digital assistant and service to meet our guests wherever they order from. Alexa Food Skill APIs enable us to leverage the power of conversational AI for a best-in-class ordering experience. We jumped at the opportunity to work with the Alexa team as an innovation partner on these technologies so we can focus on guest experience and restaurant operations while Alexa handles the voice technology on our behalf. Through this feature, we are empowering guests to use their voice from the comfort of their home, the same way they would in our cafes, with fast, convenient, and informative ordering. We're incredibly excited by the opportunity to extend the personalization and warmth of our physical locations into a completely digital experience. Our long-term vision is to offer many types of guest engagement through voice to bring this Panera warmth into guests' homes. If someone is curious about our subscription program, who would like to get in touch with the Panera customer care, or simply has a question about a location, our Alexa skill will be an integral part of our vision for a Panera concierge for our guests. Thanks to the Alexa team for the opportunity to partner, and we're excited to let our guests effortlessly order their Panera favorites through voice in the near future.
Now I'm going to move on to a new feature that's super relevant for mobile app developers, the Alexa for Apps Sdk. We heard from mobile app developers that they wanted a way to bring the superpowers of voice and the best that their apps have to offer closer together. We also heard that they wanted to do this with rich integrations that went beyond one-way shortcuts that deep link customers to a specific UI in their app. I'm excited to announce our new voice kit for mobile apps, the Alexa for Apps SDK. The Alexa for Apps SDK makes it easy to create a voice assistant for your app with bidirectional APIs between your app and your skill to build search, navigation, information, and custom interactions, and provides a way to indicate dynamic context from your app. The SDK is designed to work in all kinds of applications, for customers booking a flight in a travel app, exploring your budget in a finance app, capturing the perfect moment in a social app, or working out in a fitness app with Alexa as your personal coach. SideChef, a unique all-in-one shoppable recipe app, is one of our first launch partners for Alexa for Apps SDK. Let's hear what they've got cooking.
Our customers love exploring SideChef recipes in their kitchen using Alexa. With the SDK, we'll be able to bring the convenience of voice right into our app.
Search Mexican recipes.
Sure, showing recipes for Mexican dishes.
Are there ones that use cottage cheese?
Showing Mexican dishes with cottage cheese as an ingredient.
Show me the tostadas recipe.
Whether you're in front of the fridge trying to figure out how to use asparagus you just discovered, or on the couch and adding ingredients to your SideChef cart hands-free, and because the SDK maintains a dynamic context channel between our app and skill, you'll be able to ask Alexa questions like, is this gluten-free? Finally, once you're prepping your meal, a lot of the time your hands are busy with food. Alexa will let you control the SideChef app with your voice as you cook.
Go back a step.
Okay, going back to our spice mix.
SideChef, combined with Alexa, will make the entire process of ordering, planning, and cooking seamless for anyone looking to cook at home. Our customers are going to love this.
Once you've created a high-quality skill, you want to promote the skill to help drive customer engagement and retention. We've consistently heard from skill developers about the challenges they've faced in driving traffic to new and existing skills. While I'm a fan of every feature and program that we've launched today, I would be lying if I said that I don't have a favorite. That's why I'm excited to announce a new, simple but effective way to promote your skills on Alexa, Promoted Skills. With this feature, you can easily run paid campaigns for your skills. This is similar to how sellers and book authors advertise their products on Amazon's web and mobile properties with Amazon-sponsored product ads. Setting up such campaigns to promote skills and advertise them are simple. You can set up an entire skill promotion or advertising campaign in less than 5 minutes. All you have to do is simply upload your creative, select a campaign type, set a start and end date, and place a bid. As campaigns run, developers can view performance metrics and attribution metrics that are updated on a daily basis. This feature has the potential to have an incredible impact on accelerating your learnings, driving experimentation, and ultimately driving engagement for your skills. Earlier, Aaron spoke about the importance of becoming a part of customers' daily routines and habits. It's worth repeating. Customers who use routines have 4 times the engagement and 40% higher retention compared to customers who don't. The Alexa Routines Kit enables skill developers to configure domain-specific routines and offer them to customers during their skill interactions. This allows customers to discover pre-built, contextually relevant routines that they can enable through their voice. With the Alexa Routines Kit, you can engage customers right when they're interacting with your skill and get them to make your skill a part of their daily routines. Let's take a look at how National Public Radio used the Alexa Routines Kit to increase engagement.
Here at NPR, our mission is to create a more informed public. Our work reaches over 50 million users every week through broadcast and digital platforms, from breaking news coverage to tiny desk concerts, from podcasts to apps to smart speakers. And for a lot of our listeners, voice assistants like Alexa are the new bedside and kitchen radios. They use Alexa to tune in to their local NPR member station, catch up on the news with our visual newscast, and unlock NPR content with NPR One, our signature on-demand experience that gives listeners a blend of local and national reporting from NPR and their local member station.
This year, we've adopted the Alexa Routines Kit to help our listeners access their favorite NPR content as part of their daily habits. We've made pre-built routines so users don't need to create them on their own. All they need to do is respond with their voice when offered. I wanted to share one of these routines with you today. It's called NPR on Schedule. We built this experience because we know our listeners love getting the news in the morning as they prepare for their day. When enabled, Alexa will automatically activate on weekday mornings or whenever the listener wants to provide the date, followed by a blend of local and national reporting from NPR and your preferred member station. Better yet, the more you listen, the more personalized the experience gets. As part of this launch, we've also included another routine that lets listeners say, "Start my day," to get the weather update and play NPR One or their local member station. This is journalism from the community for the community, now available as a seamless part of your daily routine.
Alexa, play the news from NPR.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Jack Speer.
Alexa, next.
Oh, here's an idea. I can create a routine where I automatically play the news from NPR on weekdays and 7 a.m. Would you like that?
Yes.
Okay. I have created a routine for you. You can make changes to it and create new routines in the Alexa app.
Scientists have recorded a song made by a volcano. NPR's Jeff Brumfield reports that the tune could tell them more about when an eruption might take a violent turn.
Last year, I announced Alexa Shopping Actions, which allows you to embed shopping experiences within your skill. We're happy to share that 2 of these actions, buy and add to cart, are now generally available. You can now enable customers to add recommended products to their Amazon cart or buy the product, all without leaving the skill. We've also started onboarding developers into the preview for Amazon Associates on Alexa, where skill builders can earn up to 10% commission on qualifying purchases referred from their skills. To build on those capabilities, later this year, you will also have the option to have your skill answer customer questions about the products surfaced within your skills, such as customer reviews and price, and also enable customers to add products to their Amazon wish list. And there's more. We are bundling all of these features into the Alexa Shopping Kit. The Alexa Shopping Kit is great to begin with and will get even better with time. Soon, you'll be able to surface new product recommendations, deals, and gifting ideas around events such as Valentine's Day. Finally, we're announcing improvements to the developer experience to make it easy for developers to take full advantage of the best of Alexa conversations and interaction model capabilities. As part of this release, we are making improvements to the Alexa conversation description language to now support authoring interaction model artifacts, such as intents, and provide dialogue policies such as confirmation and elicitation, and natively handle interoperability between Alexa conversations and interaction model. These improvements will significantly reduce time to skill publish and skill runtime latency. This means you can easily create a wide range of customer experiences, from voice to screens, from simple utterances to complex multi-turn interactions, from developing a game to whatever your imagination comes up with. For the last 2 decades, I've consistently been amazed by Red Bull's marketing campaigns. I don't think I'll ever be able to forget that mix of anxiety and excitement when Felix Baumgartner made that historic leap from the edge of space. Let's listen to the team at Red Bull on how Alexa helps them develop experiences for their customers in new and interesting ways.
It's an honor and privilege to be here today. I'm Stefan Hamburger, the head of digital products at Red Bull Media House. I'm excited to share more about our journey with you today at Alexa Live. Ripple Media House is an award-winning, globally distributed, multi-platform media company on a mission to inspire with beyond the ordinary stories. We're constantly exploring new and innovative ways to bring inspiring stories to our audience. Voice is our most natural means of communication, and as device form factors evolve to become more intuitive and integrated, voice-based interaction represents a paradigm shift in how customers will engage with technology and discover new content. Over the years, Ripple has accomplished a lot with Alexa. We've iterated on what started as a prototype skill built at an internal hackathon to develop a comprehensive voice-based customer experience. Today, our voice skills feature podcasts, a robust TV viewing experience, the occasional voice-based interactive experience, and of course, our energy drink. We've historically been early adopters of new Alexa technology, such as the Video Skill Kit, to stream live channels, films, shows, and more from the world of Ripple. Recently, we've used Alexa Conversations to create a new version of the Ripple skill that feels more natural for our customers to search and discover content from the world of Ripple. We've also made it possible to purchase Ripple Energy Drink using the Alexa Shopping Kit. Now customers can order their favorite energy drink while enjoying our content all in one place. My team has always enjoyed working with the Alexa team and coming up with ideas and tips to develop new and compelling experience for our customers. We're excited to incorporate what we've seen today at Alexa Live and continue to build new experiences that push the boundaries of what's possible with technology. I hope you're just as inspired to do the same.
Now I'm going to hand it over to Alexa's Chief Technical Evangelist, Jeff Blankenberg.
My name is Jeff Blankenberg, and I'm the Chief Evangelist for Alexa. More specifically, though, I'm a software developer. I've been building Alexa skills since the first Echo was released and have witnessed the incredible progress our tools and APIs have made over that time. I'm honored to be here to share some news I think you'll all be excited about. I want to begin by talking about developer.amazon.com and the new Alexa Learning Lab. We've heard feedback from developers on what they expect out of our developer portal. Inspiration and new ideas, but more importantly, practical, hands-on, how-to resources that will help you build new customer experiences. That's why I'm excited to announce that we will launch a new experience for Alexa developers on our website throughout the year. This is a rolling set of updates and improvements that have already started with the new search experience we launched in April. In addition, Alexa Live will include a new destination to surface content around new releases, tech talks, office hours, and our new Alexa Innovator series, stories of folks like you who have had tremendous success partnering with Alexa to change the way humans interact with technology. Another new resource on the developer portal is the all-new Alexa Learning Lab, designed specifically to accelerate developer learning. In the Learning Lab, you'll be able to learn by doing. It provides the opportunity to try new features and get real-time guidance. No more toggling back and forth. Just modify the code, submit, see your results with real-time feedback. In our pilot, we found that developers who completed the new Alexa Learning Lab training displayed better results in all top-level metrics than those who took the control training. Developers that went through the Alexa Learning Lab experience completed the post-training assessment an average of 11% faster, while also posting double-digit gains in the metrics designed to measure growth in the ability to develop skills. The first courses in the Alexa Learning Lab focus on one of the opportunity areas Aaron mentioned earlier today, building for multimodal experiences. I know some of you are here because you want to solve hard problems. You want to work on the next big thing. You're also here because you want to build or grow your business with Alexa. I've been working closely with many of you for years. You've given us a lot of feedback in that time, whether that's via our community Slack, during our weekly office hours, or even in person. Some of the most common feedback we hear is around building on our monetization-related programs. I'm beyond excited to share details on the new Skilled Developer Accelerator program, or SDAP. Mark talked about having a favorite announcement at Alexa Live today. This is mine. Because this program will help you build a sustainable business with Alexa skills. We had 3 goals that guided the development of the Skilled Developer Accelerator program: to enable developers to increase customer engagement, grow revenue, and create sustainable businesses. The entire program is built around improving skill quality. There's no amount of marketing that can correct for a poor product experience. SDAP rewards custom skill developers for building high-quality skills. The program includes monetary incentives and promotional credits to increase skill discoverability to get more traffic. Let me unpack this with the illustration of a flywheel. A high-quality skill results in increased customer engagement. This, in turn, qualifies you for programs that will help your skill get discovered more easily by customers. This results in monetization and eventually business growth. An exciting feature in the program, launching today in the United States, is the Skill Quality Coach. Think of the Skill Quality Coach as a guide who is always looking out for you and who is focused on taking your skills to the next level. The Skill Quality Coach evaluates your skill and assigns it a skill quality score. The coach also provides personalized recommendations on how the quality score can be improved. Skill developers can visit the Skill Quality dashboard on the developer console to track their scores and get these personalized recommendations. These recommendations are based on best practices that we have observed in successful Alexa skills. They include features that improve skill response, such as developing multimodal experiences. They provide suggestions to improve quality of the personalized interactions. And they also incorporate suggestions on how to deliver improved performance by, say, reducing skill latency. Developers who act on quality recommendations and increase their skill quality score should see increased earnings in the form of incentives from the program. These incentives can include cash or promotional credits, which will be available in the future for advertising your skill. In addition to quality-based incentives, we are also excited to launch increased revenue share for Alexa skill developers. We announced last December that the revenue share for developers that earn less than $1 million in revenue annually was changing. When you offer an in-skill product, subscription, or even a paid skill, you previously split that revenue 70-30 with Amazon. We are now tipping that in your favor to 80-20. And there's even more. Skills making less than $1 million in revenue per year will also receive up to 10% of earnings as a value-back incentive. With these incentives, the revenue share for skill developers will effectively go up to 90-10. When it comes to revenue share, today's announcements are best in class for the entire industry. This incentive will be paid out in cash for 2022. In the future, these incentives can also be applied towards promotional credits for ads for your skills on Amazon web and mobile properties. Small business sellers and independent book authors have seen tremendous success with running Amazon-sponsored product ads, and I can't wait to see how ads help drive growth for your business. Developers in the United States, you can start by checking out the skill quality score on the developer console. Review your recommendations and start acting on them. There's an entire world of goodness that's waiting to be unlocked, and you can take the first steps today. Ryan Jordan is an author of several horror and science fiction novels. He's also the developer of the Dark Citadel game skill. Let's hear from Ryan on how he plans to use SDAP to drive revenue.
I developed a passion for gaming when I was young, and that inspired me to build gaming skills on Alexa, the most prominent of which being an adventure game called the Dark Citadel. I started building skills as a hobby, but it grew into more than that because there were quite a few players who enjoyed engaging with my games. I wanted to keep making the games better and bigger so that my customers have more content to consume and enjoy. When I heard about Alexa's new Skill Developer Accelerator program, I knew it would be a game changer for so many developers. It essentially offers independent developers like me monetary incentives for building high-quality skills to help grow our business on Alexa. Tying incentives to skill quality will be a tremendous motivating factor for me and other developers to constantly iterate and improve upon our skills. The fact that the team at Alexa will offer developers personalized recommendations to improve our skills is actually the most impressive aspect to me. I know from experience that feedback to improve the quality of a skill is nearly as valuable as the incentives themselves, because those suggestions to improve skills save hours and hours of time spent working on my own to try and make enhancements. As skill builders, we love offering great conversational experiences to our customers. I enjoy building skills no matter what, but having the capability to be rewarded for my effort will be a huge positive. The performance-based incentives will motivate developers like me to build better experiences for my customers while reducing my time, resource, and investment burdens. I really appreciate the Alexa team for conceiving this program to reward skill builders like me for the countless hours we invest in building great experiences for our customers. True to its name, this program will accelerate the ramp time of skill builders like me to build a sustainable business on Alexa.
I'm looking forward to seeing all that you do with SDAP. Stay tuned to developer.amazon.com to find out when SDAP will become available where you are. I want to end by saying that while Alexa Live is always an exciting time of year for me, I'm particularly energized by today's announcements. Now let's talk about how businesses are building with Alexa to create entirely new experiences across a wide variety of endpoints.
My name is Kelly Wenzel. I'm the Director of B2B and Developer Engagement at Alexa. I've spent my entire career in technology. Prior to Amazon, I was a 5-time CMO, and all of my experience was in high-growth startups. I found that Amazon is unique in its ability to keep delivering innovative customer experiences year after year. Even though Amazon was founded nearly 3 decades ago, every day I still feel like I'm working at a startup. Our teams will often take the seeds of a big idea and then debate and tinker with and refine that idea over weeks, months, and sometimes years. Over the years, Alexa has reshaped the way customers interact with technology. Our vision for the world of ambient intelligence was imagined by science fiction and is made possible by all of you. I never cease to be amazed at the breadth of devices and use cases available to Alexa customers, from speakers and soundbars, doorbells, cameras, TVs, night lights, coffee makers, ovens, air fryers, and vacuum cleaners. It is in Amazon's DNA to be customer obsessed and to create delightful experiences. But I'm still in awe of the innovation behind what you've built. Smart thermostats, robots, smart mirrors, smart toothbrushes. I promised my twins we would finally get a dog this summer, so I foresee a smart pet feeder in my future. Earlier, Maria spoke about how Alexa is helping skill builders and device makers create proactive and personalized experiences in their homes. The Amazon Smart Vehicles team is working hard to ensure that customers are able to take those great experiences into their cars. According to eMarketer, by 2025, nearly 3/4 of all licensed drivers in the United States will drive a connected car. They'll use assistants like Alexa for navigation, to control smart home devices, and to access Alexa skills that are designed for on-the-go circumstances, such as finding and paying for gas, charging, or parking. Customers also increasingly rely on Alexa to do things like call their friends and family, stream music, turn on the AC, defrost the windshield, and so much more. Now, we're making it possible for your in-vehicle experiences to be even more engaging. The Alexa Auto SDK now supports Alexa Presentation Language for Auto. Just as Alexa Presentation Language, or APL, enables you to build for screen-based devices like Echo Show, APL for Auto enables your in-vehicle screen to receive visual experiences from Alexa skills that are specifically designed for the car. Major automotive companies around the world are adding APL for Auto to address the heightened demand for connected voice and visual experiences in the car. We've spoken several times today about the power of routines and the importance of becoming a part of your customers' daily habits. With Alexa built into the vehicle, Jaguar Land Rover customers can navigate to a destination, find a nearby restaurant, or stream their favorite playlist. Customers can also ask Alexa to read the news, close the garage doors, and turn on the air conditioning as they're nearing their homes. Once they've arrived, customers can ask Alexa to check and see if their car doors are locked. Jaguar Land Rover recently onboarded Alexa to over 200,000 vehicles in the United States and the UK. Let's listen to how Jaguar Land Rover is enabling ambient experiences for their customers.
With Alexa in your Jaguar, you can control navigation, music, and much more. It's fast, responsive, and easy to use. Alexa, ask Jaguar to check my range.
Your Jaguar I-Pace's range is approximately 303 kilometers, with a battery charge of 80%.
Alexa, turn my home lights on.
Okay.
Alexa, navigate me to home.
Getting directions to home.
Alexa, play my chill out playlist.
Playing Chill Out playlist on Spotify.
Alexa, call Maria.
Calling Maria.
Now I want to talk about an area in which Alexa is making a meaningful difference in the lives of customers around the world. Think about the places we spend time in as we move through life. The apartments we rent, the hotels where we vacation, the hospitals that nurse us back to health. We believe the intuitive and accessible nature of voice and Alexa has the power to help and delight customers in many scenarios, in and outside of the home. Alexa Smart Properties is making that possible, and I want to focus on two specific offerings today: healthcare and senior living. These solutions make it simple for care providers to keep their patients and residents connected, informed, and entertained while improving care team productivity. Let's take a look at how McGee Rehabilitation is using Alexa to give more independence to patients who are paralyzed.
Alexa, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Alexa and I'm here to make your stay more comfortable. You can ask me to play music or set the thermostat by saying, Alexa, set the temperature to 72 degrees. Also, try asking me questions about McGee. I know about visiting hours, Wi-Fi networks and other helpful information. I am also specially configured to protect your privacy and security and do not store any of our conversations. Thank you.
With the McGee Rehab, we started renovating to single patient rooms back in 2017. This gave us the opportunity to look at how we interacted with the patients. It all came down to adding a voice assistant was so critical to enable greater independence for the patient.
It's given me a sense of independence back. There's a lot of things that Alexa can do for me, so I don't necessarily have to call staff all the time. And it's good practice for when I go home to get one of my own to help me be more independent.
With McGee spinal cord and brain trauma patients, many don't have the ability to interact with what's in their room. The initial phase included the blinds, lights, other room controls such as the temperature and more. In addition, adding the ability to use a calling service such as calling an interpreter, or calling a loved one, or calling concierge service was a great feature to add.
Alexa helps me so much because it frees up so much time with little things that, maybe before I would have to go in the room and, if the patient wanted the lights out, now the patient can do it independently without any assistance. It's phenomenal, I love it.
Our biggest priority as therapists is to foster independence. So we work on patients being able to use their voice or whatever functional mobility that they do have in order to control things in their environment. So in therapy, we are using the Alexa to work on voicing and also for practical life applications. So a lot of our patients are able to get these devices or already have these devices in their home because most of them are consumer-friendly products, so that we're teaching them how they can control their environment. So we've seen a huge improvement in patient anxiety. Now that we've transitioned to single rooms and there's not a roommate in the room, it also gives them a sense of having somebody else there to ask questions to. She can tell jokes. So it provides that sense of security for the patients as well.
Going forward, I see these smart interactive patient rooms become the new normal to enable patient independence and have a greater stay at McGee Rehab and Jefferson hospitals.
Alexa, thank you.
Anytime. Literally. Happy Tuesday.
Aww.
It's incredibly gratifying and moving to see just how Alexa is helping patients and care team members today. Since we launched the healthcare and senior living solutions last year, we've heard from partners, residents, and patients just how much of an impact Alexa has had. For example, we've heard from nurses managing care for patients in often crowded ICUs. One nurse used Echo devices to check in on her 10 ICU patients at least 5 times each per shift. The ability to communicate with patients through Alexa is saving that nurse 50 trips per day and enables her to focus on direct, high-value patient care. Alexa is also having a positive impact on the lives of residents in senior living communities. Eschaton is a community-based, nonprofit senior living provider dedicated to enhancing the quality of life of older adults in the greater Sacramento area. Let's take a look at their experience of building with Alexa.
We needed a way for residents to be able to communicate with technology. We brought Alexa into our community 4 years ago.
Alexa allows our staff to stay connected to our residents and our residents to stay connected in our communities and to their loved ones.
Alexa has been transformative. We have now distributed over 1,000 Echo devices across 9 of our communities.
Loneliness can be a major problem for seniors and ultimately makes them feel unworthy.
Being lonely and keeping in contact with friends, those are the challenges. Alexa is like a friend who knows something that I don't know and comes up with the answer. Alexa, what's for breakfast today?
Here's today's menu from the cafeteria.
For many of our residents, family visits are the most important thing in their life.
When I say, Alexa, call my son, and I see those beautiful smiles, I'm in seventh heaven.
Alexa is making our staff more efficient.
I'm able to create daily announcements and share the activities of the day.
The adoption is so high because it's so easy to use.
Using Alexa makes me feel more independent.
I use it to turn on the lights and to turn on the music.
I can just say, Alexa, turn down my thermostat to 72 degrees. It's much easier to ask Alexa than get out the newspaper and check what the weather's going to be for the next week.
The independence gives them confidence.
I think Alexa is a key reason why some people choose to move into Eschaton.
We were really concerned that we wouldn't be able to make sure that my mom was happy and doing well. But Alexa has really made it easy to be able to see her every day, even when I can't make it for a visit.
Our residents love using Alexa.
We ask residents to lead us in the direction they want to go, and they overwhelmingly said, we want Alexa.
Eschaton and the University of California, Davis commissioned a study to learn about the impact Alexa is having on the lives of older adults in their community using the Alexa Smart Properties solutions. The findings revealed that 80% of those using Alexa in their community felt more connected to their family and friends because of Alexa, and nearly all of the residents would recommend Alexa to their friends and family. This is an incredible opportunity to make a difference in the lives of older adults by using intelligent voice assistants like Alexa, and I am thrilled to announce a new contest. We are inviting all developers, designers, and tech for good enthusiasts to build Alexa experiences for the age 55+ population. This is your opportunity to build delightful Alexa skills for this large and diverse older adult cohort and compete for more than $45,000 in prizes. We'll share more information on the developer portal soon. So far, we've talked about our advancements for Alexa in the home, in the car, and in care settings. I share this array of use cases because we know reach matters to you. With Alexa, you, the brands and builders that we partner with, enjoy a broad surface area upon which to invent for your customers. We're proud of the impact Alexa has had for customers around the world, and soon, out of this world. Alexa is going to the moon. Together in partnership with Lockheed Martin and Cisco, Alexa will be rocketing into space as part of the upcoming Artemis 1 mission.
Alexa, how many stars are there in the sky?
It depends on where you are on the planet, but there are 100 billion stars in our galaxy.
Alexa, how cold is outer space?
Outer space is generally around -455 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alexa, can we go to space?
Sure. Welcome aboard Orion.
Alexa, what do we eat in space?
Grandma,
Alexa onboard Orion will respond to thousands of mission-specific questions, including ones that feature real-time telemetry, such as, Alexa, how much fuel do we have on board? Or, Alexa, how far is Orion from the moon? Getting Alexa to the moon has not been easy. The engineers at Lockheed Martin and Amazon had several interesting challenges to solve. First, the teams had to operate within key physical constraints like the size and shape of the device. Equipment developed for the mission had to be resilient to extreme shocks and vibrations, be at least minimally resistant to radiation emissions in space, and use highly specific and custom-built components such as power and data cables. Also, how do you solve for a connected device with little to no connection? Orion uses NASA's Deep Space Network to communicate with Earth. That means it can take up to 5 seconds for information to reach Earth and up to 10 seconds for a round trip. The payload device onboard Orion is equipped with an offline version of Alexa known as local voice control. With local voice control, Alexa does not need cloud connectivity to answer questions. If you're an astronaut on board asking Alexa for assistance, you do not want to wait 10 seconds for a response. Local voice control allows Alexa to return a response almost instantly. These innovations are just a glimpse at the hard work and first steps in enabling personalized, proactive, and ambient experiences for astronauts on future missions. To set up reminders for upcoming mission milestones, just say, Alexa, take me to the moon. We've covered a lot today. I share these examples because it's incredible to be part of this historic mission, and also to showcase what's possible when we co-create with our partners. Amazon is making major investments in conversational AI and building the tools to enable you to create the next generation of ambient experiences. As we conclude this presentation, I'm so grateful you chose to spend this time with us, and there's more to come. We've invited some partners to share their perspectives on Matter, and we have several breakout sessions to help you dive deeper on the technologies we've talked about today. We appreciate your time and attention. I cannot wait to see what we're going to build together.